Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the week of January 11th through the 17th, and I'll be using the winter mini kit from the Coffee Monsters Co. This is a 4-page kit, and most of the stickers I'll be pulling in are from the Coffee Monsters Co., but I'll have all the shops that I use linked in the description box. I actually put a poll up on my Instagram stories to help me decide which date covers to pair with this kit, and these pink ones from Sadie Stickers won. Thank you to everyone who voted. I was really going back and forth on which date covers to use. I'm so excited because today's video is in collaboration with Sophia from A Lotus Story. She also goes by Planning Lotus. We are both going to be using this kit from the Coffee Monsters Co. and we'll be answering some questions from a Get to Know Me tag originally created by Planner Addict. I'll have those questions listed down below. There are a bunch of questions. It's split into planner questions and personal questions. We're going to be answering the planner questions and the first 5 personal questions. Maybe I will answer the rest of the personal questions in another video. But I really hope you guys check out Sophia's channel. I really enjoy watching her videos. She has a bunch of different types of videos. Stationery hauls, desk vlogs, of course plan with me's, and I really enjoy her bullet journal spreads. I cannot wait to see what her spread looks like, so definitely go check her video out. All of that will be linked down below. Getting right into the questions. The first planner question: what is your name, age, and how long have you been planning? My name is Kristen. I am 30 years old, and I feel like I've been planning since elementary school. I always loved receiving my planner, and even throughout high school I had a planner. But outside of school, I started planning in 2015. I graduated college in 2012, and at that point I really didn't have too much to plan. I was living in Washington with my husband, who was in the Navy, and I really just liked keeping track of when he was on deployments, when he should be coming home, what I was doing while he was gone. I kind of had started building the foundation of memory planning, but I really only used colored pens and those stickers that are in the back of the Erin Condren planner. And usually while my husband was on deployment, I would babysit a lot, so I tried to keep track of when I was watching whose kids and all the family events that were happening. I just tried to stay busy while he was gone, and that's really all I used my planner for. I think 2019 was the first year that I filled my planner from start to finish with sticker kits. For a long time, I refused to purchase kits, and even once I started to, I did end up leaving a lot of spreads blank because I wasn't able to stay consistent with it. I loved putting down the stickers, but I wasn't always able to fully complete the spreads. And I think once I started my Instagram and my YouTube channel, that helped me follow through with all of my spreads, and I'm really glad I have those memories to look back on. Question number 2, when were you introduced to the community? In April of 2017 was when I started my planner Instagram, and even at that point I really didn't know that there was this huge community of people who also love planning. I kind of started my planner Instagram through a bullet journal group on Facebook. I was really interested and intrigued by bullet journaling, but I never was able to sit down and complete a spread. It took too much time, and at that point I was only really aware of one sticker shop, which I believe is a question coming up, but it took me a long time to actually discover the community. It was an extremely slow process for me, but I definitely discovered a small part of the community in 2017. Question number 3, first planner you discovered. I purchased my first Erin Condren planner in 2015, and I remember seeing advertisement maybe on Facebook, but there was someone in the YouTube community, I think they were a beauty guru, but they promoted this planner on their channel, and they talked about how they loved the planner so much. It was one of their favorites. And then I started seeing advertisements on Facebook, so I decided to get it. I honestly can't remember the YouTuber that I saw it from. I really want to go back and try to figure it out, but I think seeing it on a beauty channel made me feel like there are people out there who have the same love for planners and stationery. Question number 4, first sticker shop you purchased from. Once I had my planner, I searched cute stickers in Etsy, and the shop that popped up was Sweet Kawaii Design, and I looked through the entire shop and bought all the stickers that I thought would be useful. And this was 2015, so they still had paper stickers. This was, I think, close to when they were starting out. Now they are a vinyl sticker shop. They have their own website now, and it's been really awesome to see how much they've grown over the years. Question number 5, what is your preferred planning style? I'm definitely a vertical planner. I also like some white space. I like my spreads to be a lot more filled in than some white space planners, but I do like some white space. I'm also a memory planner, so I like to put down what has already happened. And sometimes that means planning as I go, but since I've started my channel, I've mostly been planning after the week is over. Sometimes I will set up the perimeter and then film again on Thursday for the first half of the week and finish the video once the weekend is over. But I do really try to pre-plan as much as I can in terms of pulling stickers and figuring out what I want to use in each day. So that takes a lot of time and a lot of work, but I try to make the filming process as simple and short as possible. Question number 6, first planning channels you found. For a long time, I only knew about Sweet Kawaii Design. I didn't even know that there were so many shops out there, but I only purchased from Sweet Kawaii Design, and I discovered her channel first. There was definitely a long while that I was only watching her channel, and for some reason I never thought to look up more videos that were a similar plan with me style. I just thought she was the only one doing it at that point. But then I joined her Facebook group in 2017, and like I said, there was a slow process, but I discovered channels through that Facebook group. Darshell at Books and Planners and Kayla from Whole Lotta Plans were some of the first channels that I discovered through Sweet Kawaii Design, and I remember always being excited whenever they would upload videos, but I wanted to watch more. I started to notice that there was a bigger community than just Sweet Kawaii Design, but I was really stubborn and just wanted to see videos of Sweet Kawaii Design stickers. I think a lot of it was that I felt comfortable in Sweet Kawaii Design and I didn't want to be tempted to spend money on other stickers. Tasia, Darshell, and Kayla were definitely the ones who inspired me to start my own channel. Question number 7, trends you've committed to the most. Lately, that has definitely been my washi weekend banners, which is something that I learned from Allie Joan Plans. I know I mentioned recently that she was one of the first Instagram accounts outside of the Sweet Kawaii Design bubble that I had discovered, and through her I feel like a whole new world opened up where there was foiling and layering, washi, and a bunch of shops that I had never heard of. But yeah, the washi weekend banners is definitely a trend that I love. Question number 8, trends you wish would come back. This one is a tough one for me because I don't really know the trends that have disappeared. I do really enjoy the style of kits right now, and I thought of one of the trends that I wasn't really in the community for was when people would use Simply Gilded washi in the bottom washi area. I only really started purchasing Simply Gilded washi in 2020, so I don't think I was into the whole trend when it was happening. But I think now I do enjoy the different bottom washi that is included in kits, and I can always add Simply Gilded washi if I wanted to. Question number 9, what does your family/significant other feel about you playing with stickers and planning? There was a long time where my family didn't really know anything about it. I didn't talk much about it with anybody. My husband is really happy that I have a creative outlet, and he really enjoys looking at my spreads and seeing all of our memories, even though he doesn't quite understand the sticker aspect of it. And my family feels pretty similarly about it. They think it's really creative and interesting, but it's not something they fully understand. Question number 10, do your friends and family watch your planning videos or follow your account? For the first several months of my YouTube channel, I didn't tell anybody except for my husband, and then I eventually told my brother and sister, and slowly my family has been finding out, mainly through my brother. He has definitely been really supportive. He watches all my videos. He's given me lots of different ideas and input for my videos. And as far as I know, he's the only one who really watches them, or at least that's what I tell myself, because I do get really stressed thinking about people that I know watching my videos and listening to my voice. Some of my cousins follow my planner account on Instagram, and they have told me that they enjoyed certain videos, which always makes me a little embarrassed and shy. I definitely feel more comfortable thinking that people who understand planning and decorative planning are watching my videos, so I don't feel the need to fully explain myself or what I'm doing. I have such a hard time telling people about my channel. There have definitely been conversations with some of my friends from college and from military life that I've wanted to talk about all of this with, but I just never got the courage to. And I do hope one day I will be more confident in my videos and my channel to be able to just talk about it and not feel embarrassed or shy. But I guess in life you can't really know exactly who is interested in planning if you don't talk about it, because I just found out that my sister-in-law loves planning. She doesn't really do decorative planning, but she does appreciate the Erin Condren planners. We had a conversation about them recently, and I had no idea that she was interested in planners and stationery. Question number 11, if you could shop from only one sticker shop, which shop would it be? This one is pretty easy for me. I started out with Sweet Kawaii Design, and for the longest time I only shopped with their stickers, so I definitely would go with Sweet Kawaii Design. They have everything I would need. My character stickers, they have a bunch of kits. I love their monthly kits, their kawaii kits. They have sticker albums that have sleeves and also the ones with reusable sticker sheets. They have washi, accessories, sticky notes, pens, anything that I could ever need for my planner is in their shop. I would definitely be happy with only shopping with Sweet Kawaii Design again. Just within this past year, I started shopping with a bunch of different shops. I have found some favorites, and the Coffee Monsters Co. would definitely be a shop that I would miss a lot. But now we are going to get into the personal questions. We are only doing the first 5 like I had mentioned. The first question is, did you or do you go to school? If so, for what? I graduated from UC San Diego. My major was in biology, and I also had a minor in psychology. At the time, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with that. I still don't know what I want to do with that. Lately, I have been a lot more interested in the psychology aspect of my degree. I've been listening to psychology podcasts and reading some books about psychology. I think since going to therapy, I've been really inspired to learn as much as I can about psychology, and it's been really interesting to learn. But right now, I'm just focusing on raising my boys, and once they're both in school, I do hope to start working again, but I do not know what that's going to look like. Question number 2, if you went to school, what was your favorite class? I think this is talking about college. I started out as a chemistry major because it was a class that I really enjoyed in high school, but I quickly changed that to biology after taking one chemistry class in college. I enjoyed biology, but I really had to take psychology classes just to make the quarters bearable because it was always a class that I enjoyed. And I had taken so many psychology classes that I was able to sign up for a minor. So I would have to say that the psychology classes were my favorite. I took a bunch of different classes: sleep, eating disorders, child development, and those were always my favorite classes every quarter. I also took some sign language classes, which I found interesting, and I also really enjoyed the linguistics classes that I took. Question number 3, favorite food. This one is always tough for me to answer. I feel like it changes every time, but I think a safe answer for me would be some sort of pasta dish, preferably with chicken. Lasagna was always a favorite for me growing up. Pasta with salad and garlic bread is a safe favorite for me. Question number 4, favorite drink. For the most part, I just drink water. We aren't really drinking soda anymore, but I used to love ordering cherry Coke. But now if I'm drinking anything other than water, it's usually sweet tea. And the last question we're doing is favorite coffee drink. I only recently started drinking coffee regularly. I had never really been a fan. Even throughout college, I would only drink a coffee drink right before finals. But my husband started making cold brew, and now I drink it almost every day. I add a good amount of creamer to it. My current favorite is vanilla cinnamon, which makes it taste like horchata. But those are all the questions. Like I mentioned, I will probably be answering the rest in a different video, but I did want to talk about a couple of highlights from this week. My youngest son, Benny, he's 2 years old, and he loves helping with the dishes, with the laundry whenever he can. And whenever I'm trying to cook dinner, he usually tries to help, but I tend to get more stressed when I try to cook with him. My husband definitely has more patience in that aspect, but I started to incorporate him into the routine of cooking dinner. He helps with measuring the rice, cutting vegetables. He definitely stays away from the stove, but I like to include him with more of the prep work, and he's really been enjoying that. Another highlight is that I ordered my Amanda Rachel Lee doodle planner. I had seen Kayla from Whole Lotta Plans use it, and I really love the idea of multiple habit trackers. I just love that page. So I was able to order it this week. It had been out of stock and it arrived really quickly, so I was able to back plan the first part of the month. I spent a lot of time working on our budget. Now that my sister-in-law and niece live with us, we have been trying to figure out a adjusted budget to see how much we realistically spend with more people in the house. So I was catching up on the past couple of months. I definitely put my budget planner to the side once the changes started happening, but I'm trying to catch up and I still have lots of work to do before I'm caught up. But I will be sharing more on my Instagram. I'll be posting pictures of the spread. I really hope you guys check out Sophia's video, and I am so excited to see her spread. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.